What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me? Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. Take care. I find it surprising that you're... It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. Good day.
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
Good morning.
A pleasure to speak with you. Don't tell me Falcar's given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important. Goodbye. It's my pleasure. Please continue. We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key. And something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you? He was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager. He was given his assignment from Falcar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falcar won't say a word about it. Take care. I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part. Good day.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good afternoon.
Well met.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate. Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here. Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage.
You too.
Greetings to you.
Poor Tavella. I hear she is turning Cheydinhal inside out, looking for her husband, Rive. I hope nothing bad has happened to him.
Good day.
Let's hear it.
Hello. Stress and Plalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk. From servitude.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the
Can you help me, please? I'm Tavella Lathandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end. I'm sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Ryth, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do. Yes, my husband is the Ryth Lathandis. Have you heard of him? You haven't? That's strange. Ryth is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's just a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses when he paints. Yes, Ryth likes to work in his studio with the door locked, so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep. But 2 days ago, he didn't come out at all. At first, I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with a key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please help me find Ryth. I love him dearly, and I'm so worried. Oh, thank you so very much. Here's the key to Ryth's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry. I miss my love so much. Do be careful.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came. While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You're stuck here like I am. Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament. I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint. I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like. Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It's said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works? The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back. The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful. Be cautious, friend. Good work. Now I can paint the portal home. After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever. I'll have to remember to remove the trolls from my painting before I complete this piece. Follow me. Tivella.
Wraith, oh my love, you're home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my friend here, you'd be right.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cutpurse will visit me. Safe journey, Seryo.
Please share the hospitality of our home. Safe travels, Muthsera.
Hello.
Well met.
Hello. You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men. What can I do for you? Oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhal. Take my good friend Aldous Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards! The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be. Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Durelian, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is the captain after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time. Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhal, probably drunk. Only a month ago he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial city when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone. I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town. Garrus may be our only hope.
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
Yes? What do you want? I can't say I'm prepared to speak to you about that. No telling who will end up finding out. Yeah, I've heard of him. Isn't he a soldier or a guardsman in the Imperial city? We'll see. You think that's funny? Well done. Don't talk such rot. Don't. That's... I wish I... Don't. Please, I'm sorry. Well done. What... Not... You think that's funny? What a great story. What a... That's... All right, I get it. It appears you've spoken to Levana. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary. At first I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him. Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Arthurn. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done. Aldous is living on the street now that his house has been seized. I begged Ulrich to give him more time, but he wouldn't. He won't be hard to find. Just follow the smell of stale mead. You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others in his condition. A coin for an old beggar? How goes it?
Who are you? Ha! That stupid Swit? Throw me out of my home, will he? I'll show him a thing or two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charge me 6 times, Ulrich? Charge me, you fetcher! Well, I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do when their backs are to the wall. This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhal. Leave immediately.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You Swit! How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You're now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher.
How are you?
Nowhere. Die, damn you!
Any time now.
What's wrong? Oh no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable. I'd grown to become fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid. And now look what's become of him.
There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something for me.
Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him. Tell him to come alone, or he won't get it.
Then lead him here, and I'll do the rest. I'll deal with him soon enough.
I'll make the necessary arrangements for his burial. He'll be buried next to his poor wife. Ulrich will not buy his way out of this one. He'll pay, I promise you.
I'm only asking for a single coin. Hail.
Good morning.
Feel Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak, so be brief. I feel Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak, so be brief. We must put an end to this travesty of justice. Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed. Levana has always been quick-tempered. You must reconsider her plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you. I swear that Ulrich will pay for this. We must handle this carefully and prove to the Count that he needs to be arrested. Ulrich has been watching me, so I haven't been able to enact a plan I devised to bring him down. That ends today, now that you're here. The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without being seen. If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you. Just be careful. Aldos's death is indeed a tragedy. We'll do what we can to put his soul at ease. You're back. Good. Did you find the evidence? You've done it! This letter will spell his undoing when I present it to Count Indaris. Splendid work indeed. I must hasten to the Count and deliver this immediately. Please, meet me back at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn in about 2 hours. I must speak to the Count.
Mariana and Sharia, hostess of Cheydinhal Bridge Inn. We provide beds and food to persons of quality in the Cheydinhal community. The Count, Andel Indaris, is a Lalu parvenu, but his steward Naspia Cosma does her best to coach him on the finer points of Imperial etiquette. Our most celebrated citizen is Raith Lathandis, the famous painter. Speak to his wife, and she might let you take a peek into his studio. The Black Horse Courier has a story about Raith Lathandis. Here, take my copy. I'm done with it. Be seeing you.
I come from speaking with Count Indaris, and I've news for you. After speaking to the Count, and in light of the evidence you recovered, Ulrich has been removed from his post and arrested. Many guards are coming forward with more evidence of his greed, so it's safe to say he'll be spending quite a bit of time in the city dungeons. I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard, and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Cheydinhal to an end, and for doing so without unnecessary bloodshed. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold. On behalf of the people of Cheydinhal, I thank you. Ulrich will be spending years in the city dungeons. This should give him plenty of time to reflect on what he's done. Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and the road remain clear.
Hello.
Well met. What is it, citizen? Me children will thank you for your help. Rats, they've blessings of Standar upon me.
I'm Jer. I'm a dip. A pickpocket. But relax, you're safe from me. You look like you might take offense. Too risky. He's in hiding. I hear Methridel is looking for you, though. Shadow hide you.
Thank goodness I found you. I assume you know that Hieronymus Lex has issued an arrest warrant for Armand Kristoff. He is in hiding. Armand is accused of stealing the bust of Lothasa Indaris from Cheydinhal. They say Count Indaris himself filed the charges. There never was a client that commissioned the guild to steal Lothasa's bust. Armand used you to flush out an informant that infiltrated the guild. Mavrina Arano. Now Armand needs your help to neutralize her. You're going to pin the theft of the bust on Mavrina. She lives in the waterfront. Plant the bust in her cupboard. Make sure she doesn't see you. Then go tell Hieronymus Lex that she is the thief. He probably won't believe you, so you may have to persuade him. Hopefully he will at least go and check it out. Shadow hide you.
Well met. Have mercy. Just one more. Have you seen Armand Kristoff?
Hello. How are you?
There once was a hardy young lad.
Hello. By the non-divine stain of the rose.
What's this about?
Have you ever seen the King in Greentown?
Seen
The
Somerset
King of
Isles.
is a nice place. The Maryland
Heard any
is
news from the other
everywhere.
provinces?
They say Cinders have. Have you seen Armand Kristoff?
No, sir. Please don't hurt me. Hello there.
Have you... What do you want? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an investigation? You know where the bust is hidden? Your credibility is suspect. You'll have to do better than that to persuade me. I'm listening. Sure, that's cute. You're pathetic. Was that whatever you want? I accept. I have no choice. Was that supposed to be a compliment? You're a big fat lie. That's pretty good. Was that... Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You're pathetic. That works for me. You know where the bust is hidden? Your credibility is suspect. You'll have to do better than... I'm listening. That's... Yes. Yes, whatever you say. Blah... I doubt you really mean that. Don't... Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes. Yes, whatever you... Not bad. Not bad at all. I doubt you really mean that. Don't... Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Not bad. Blah. I accept. I have no choice. Yeah, I get... You're a big fat liar. I doubt you. Whatever you want. That works for me. You know where the bust is hidden? Are you sure? That can't be right. She's my... she doesn't seem to be the type. I don't believe you, but I'll have to check it out anyway. If you are right, there will be hell to pay. You will have to come along.
What's this about?
Hey,
This
what are you
citizen
doing?
is accusing you of stealing the bust of Lathasa from Cheydinhal. I even found the bust in your cabinet. What do you have to say?
Fool! You've just exposed me to the Thieves' Guild. That citizen is actually the guild member that was hired to do the theft.
Regrettably, I have no further use for you. If what I heard is true, you are the thief. If what you say is true, the Grey Fox knows you are my informant. Either way, it's over. You didn't really think I'd trust the likes of you for very long.
But I've been loyal to you. I've reported everything that Armand has done. You can't just toss me aside like a soiled cloth.
Yes, I can. You are under arrest for the theft of the bust of Lathasa Indaris, Countess of Cheydinhal. Come with me.
What's going on with you?
How are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Those famous for goodness and blessings of intelligence and magical. Things that
With your help, I uncovered the informant that had compromised the Thieves' Guild. I know I used you in this matter with the Lathasa's bust, but I couldn't be certain that you weren't working with Mivrina. Here is the reward you were promised. Even though the bust is gone, you've earned it. I'm also promoting you to the guild rank of Bandit, which will let you use Darji of Leowin as your fence. Good work. Sadly, I don't have anything for you. I only work with the less experienced guild members. You should go see Scriva in Breville from now on. You can find her at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. I wouldn't recommend bothering her at home, unless the door is unlocked. Are you deaf? You can pay your fines to the guards. Shadow Height.
evening.
What is it, citizen?
Do you want something from me? Well met.
Hail. Hi there.
What is it, citizen?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? You've made a good bit of gold. Thank you for your business. Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
You have my ear, citizen. 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 Speak.
Yes? If it's broken, I can fix it. Can I interest you in some of my wares? Be seeing you.
Speak. Remember, trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime.